With each day that passes that you don't have your manifestation, you are one day closer to receiving your manifestation. Sometimes I find myself getting impatient when I'm waiting for my manifestation to arrive. I'm not perfect, but I understand that impatience doesn't help anything. Impatience only prolongs the process, not in terms of how long it takes to receive that manifestation, but in terms of your perception of time when waiting for that manifestation. Okay, when you're impatient, your perception of time is warped. It makes time feel distorted, as if everything is taking longer. Your days last longer, your moments last longer. And that could be a good thing if you're in the moment and you're invested in whatever you're doing, but it can also be a very bad thing for you and your mental health if you're anxious. If you're allowing negative thought patterns to sabotage your manifestation and take you out of receiving mode. Basically, what I'm trying to say is you need to be patient. Okay, I know that you're watching this video because you probably are actively trying to manifest something and you want that thing as quickly as possible. And what you have to understand is that you will receive it as quickly as you allow it to enter into your life. When you are not being patient, when you are counting every single moment that you don't have it, as opposed to understanding that every moment is taking you closer to it, you are creating resistance from within. You are taking yourself out of receiving mode. It's kind of like if you're playing catch and somebody throws you the ball, but you have your eyes closed. Okay, it's going to be a lot harder for you to receive that manifestation because you're not paying attention. You're out of the moment. Opportunity is found in the here and now, not in the future. Because when you finally do get to the future, you'll still be in the moment. Now, with all that being said, I want to give you guys some signs that your manifestation is more than likely on the way. And like I said, if you're seeing these signs, you need to be patient because patience is putting you into receiving mode. So the first sign that your manifestation is very likely on the way is you start seeing angel numbers. Now, what are angel numbers? Okay, angel numbers are any number. It doesn't have to be a repeating number. That's a common misconception. Angel numbers are any number that you see on a very regular basis. It could be any combination of numbers, but generally speaking, repeating numbers are more common because they're more likely to catch your attention. So, what you have to understand about angel numbers is that they have different meanings for different people. Okay, one mistake that I made when I first started learning about the law of attraction was I tried Googling every single angel number that I saw. What does 222 mean? What does 333 mean? What does 444 mean? Okay, I was Googling all of these things, doing hours and hours of research every day, and coming away more confused than I was when I started because everyone was saying something different. And what I eventually had to realize was that these numbers have unique meanings for each and every person. Okay, it's not the numbers that matter. It's what the numbers represent. The numbers are messages to the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind controls your intuition, your gut feelings. Okay, these are those random impulses that you get that may not make sense in the moment, but they feel right. So when you see angel numbers, that is an indication that it is time for you to start following your intuition. Doesn't matter what angel number you see. Take any angel number that you see as a sign to follow your intuition. And another thing about angel numbers, just because you stop seeing angel numbers does not mean that your manifestation is no longer on the way. It might just mean that you're already in tune with your intuition and you no longer need that reassurance or that reminder from the universe or from whatever higher power you believe in. Don't overthink angel numbers. That will only create more resistance and create more impatience from within, and it's going to take you out of receiving mode. Now, as I said earlier, angel numbers are representative of intuition. Okay, it means that you need to start following your intuition. Now, what you'll probably find is that when you start to see angel numbers, over time, you're going to start to get random thoughts that don't make any sense. They make no logical sense. Or maybe they might, but more often than not, they're not going to make any logical sense. And they're going to go against the grain of your belief systems because it's training you to step away from your logical mind and start having faith in your intuition, faith in your internal vision, understanding that your intuition comes from a place that your logical mind cannot perceive. And intuition is like a muscle. The more you practice it, the more you follow it, the stronger it gets, the more clear and defined it gets. I know it can be very tough at the beginning when you don't know if it's your intuition or if it's your ego speaking. But over time, you'll start to be able to make that distinction as you become more in tune with yourself. And this is why things like journaling and meditating are very, very important when trying to manifest, because it'll help you make those distinctions and develop the self-awareness to know when it's your intuition speaking as opposed to your ego. The next sign that your manifestation is more than likely on the way is that you start to receive small manifestations. For example, you might think of a certain car, and that same day or maybe the next day, you see that exact same car. That's happened to me quite a few times, and we're not just talking about Toyota Corollas here. I've manifested dream cars, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, within the same day that I thought of them. And it's not like I live in this very wealthy area where these cars are in abundance. Okay, these things are still rare where I live, but I've been able to subconsciously manifest these things just with my thought patterns. And over time, you'll start to notice these synchronicities, and angel numbers are a part of that. Okay, you'll start to manifest these angel numbers and just other small synchronicities that may not make sense to other people. Other people might think that you're delusional or that you're overthinking them, but deep down, and that's where intuition comes into play. You will know intuitively that these are signs. These are signs from the universe that your manifestation is coming, that you have the power to create your reality and magnetize things that you think about and place your focus on. The next sign that your manifestation is on the way is that you start having surges of motivation, random surges of motivation. Now, motivation will not always be there no matter what. Okay, sometimes you will have to rely on discipline. Sometimes you have to keep working even when you don't want to, because deep down that that's the right thing to do. Your intuition is telling you to continue going despite the fact that you don't have motivation. But what you will likely find is that when you know something is coming intuitively, you'll naturally start to feel more motivated because you can feel the end result there. You feel like it's almost within reach, and that in itself is going to be very motivating while waiting for whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. And in addition to that, you'll start to receive more inspiration. Now, obviously, the type of inspiration that you receive is going to depend on, your life and the things that you do. But within the context of my life, for example, I receive many, many video ideas. I get random surges of inspiration and motivation to film certain videos that usually end up doing very, very well on my channel. The next sign that your manifestation is on the way is that you begin to have very vivid dreams and premonitions regarding whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Okay, you're gonna start to have dreams that are very, very weird at first. They seem very strange, but when you dissect them, you'll start to see connections between them. And you'll be able to decode these dreams to access your subconscious mind, because dreams are nothing more than a projection of your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is where realities are created. So by you being able to see your dreams, you're able to see the thoughts going on in the background of your mind. And you can do whatever inner work you need to do through affirmations, meditation, visualization, whatever you need to do. But dreams allow you to directly access your subconscious mind and analyze it to make any changes that you feel like you need to make to put yourself into receiving mode. And in addition to that, like I said, you might have premonitions. Okay, you might have little visions where sometimes you may be driving and all of a sudden you zone out and you feel like you already have what you want. And you might feel, chills go down your body because you feel like you're already living that lifestyle, because you're doing something that you're probably still going to be doing even when you have the things that you want. So you're able to communicate subconsciously with that version of you that already has it, because you're able to make that connection between the thing that you both have in common, whether that's driving a car or meditating or whatever. Doing these things will allow you to connect with that version of you that already has the things that you're trying to manifest. The next sign that your manifestation is on the way is you start to have anxiety and or excitement. Now, one thing that you have to understand about anxiety is that anxiety is not necessarily a bad thing. The feeling of anxiety to your body is the same exact thing as excitement. The only difference is that anxiety is excitement backed by negative thought patterns. So if you have negative thought patterns with this very, very abundant energy of excitement, That's where anxiety comes in. That's when you start to doubt yourself, and thoughts backed by emotion will manifest into your reality. And sometimes it'll take you out of receiving mode. That's why it's very important to analyze your subconscious mind through things like journaling and meditation. And like I said, paying attention to your dreams. Now, one more thing that you might find while you're waiting for your manifestation is that everything falls apart. Your life falls apart right in front of your very eyes. The reason why this happens is because the universe is not only testing you, but it is forcing you to grow. One thing that I've said in the past is that adversity breeds growth. The only way for you to grow and get into receiving mode for the thing that you want to receive is to go through adversity. You have to grow into the person that has the things that you want already. But in order to do that, you have to experience the things that they've experienced. And that'll often come in the form of adversity. That's going to force you to grow. That's going to force you to expand to be able to accommodate your new reality, the reality in which you have everything that you desire.